Let me tell you something about someday, people.
Someday is not a day of the week.
Today, now. I'm an hour late, so I need to listen to this.
Someday is the biggest.
Today, now, for the 4th session, we're going to train to be Black Panther for Avengers.
Think about it. How many years have you been saying someday? How many dreams have you pushed into that magical future moment?
The first prize.
Will be perfect, and you'll finally be ready. When you'll
Is
have
this
more
hat.
money, when you'll have more time, when you'll have more confidence.
Second
when you'll
prize.
have more experience.
Is this hat.
But here's what you don't understand.
Third
That
prize.
someday you're waiting for
This
is never
mask.
going to come. Not
I
because
win
the
those prizes, I can put
universe
those on
not because you're unlucky.
after
Because you're the one
the first set.
moving it further away.
10,
Every single day you say someday. You push it back another 24 hours.
10,
And those hours turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months, and
15.
years. And before you know it, you're standing there at 50 years old, or 60 years old, or 70 years old, wondering where the hell all your somedays went. Let me paint you a picture. You're 35 years old. You hate your job. You've been saying for 5 years that someday you're going to quit and do what you love. Someday you're going to start that company. You're going to take that risk.
We win the 3 prizes after that.
Today you're tired.
There's no someday we're
Today
doing
you've
this
got bills to
now.
pay. Today is not the right time. So you go to work. You sit in that cubicle. You answer to that boss you can't stand. You do the work that makes you die a little bit inside. And you tell yourself it's okay because someday you'll make your move. Fast forward 5 more years. You're 40 now. You're still in that same job. You're more bitter than you were at 35. You're more resentful. You're more dead inside. But you're still saying someday. Someday I'll do it. And then 5 more years pass. And 5 more after that. And suddenly you're looking at retirement, and all you have is a lifetime of somedays that never happened. Is that what you want? Because that's where someday leads you. To a graveyard of dreams. The truth is someday is just a comfortable word for never. It's what you say when you're too scared to say never. Because if you said I'm never going to start that business, I'm never going to get in shape, I'm never going to write that book, at least you'd be honest. At least you'd be facing the reality.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Someday lets you pretend. Someday lets you lie to yourself. Someday lets you believe that you still might do it, while making sure you never actually have to do it. You're not seeing what's above. You're only looking at what's right in front of you. Everybody is so
Wakanda
paranoid about this
forever,
idea
yo.
of the moment. Like there's going to be some day when the stars align, everything is perfect, and you'll have no fear and no doubt, and you'll just glide into your dreams. That's not real life. That moment doesn't exist. You know what happened to the people who succeeded? They picked a day. Any day. They didn't wait for some day.
4.
They said today. They said now. They said I don't care if I'm ready or not. I don't care if it's perfect or not. I'm doing it now.
5.
If you will change, everything will change for you. You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's inside.
Wakanda forever,
You
yo.
have to become more. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better.
6.
Don't wish for less problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for someday. Make today.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Because the real pain in life is not the pain of trying and failing. The real pain
Hey,
in life
Jasmine.
is getting to the end of it and realizing you left everything on
We're
the
doing
table.
this now.
Realizing you
Now or
had
never.
unfulfilled potential. Realizing that I could have done more and I didn't.
8.
There are two forms of pain.
Wakanda forever,
Pain
yo.
that breaks you and pain that changes you. Some days the pain that breaks you, it breaks you slowly. So slowly you don't even notice until it's too late.
Wakanda
The
for.
pain
Oh,
that
my bad.
changes you is
This
the
way.
pain of doing it today. That's the pain of progress. That's the pain that makes you stronger.
9.
The pain that
Wakanda
destroys you is
forever,
the
yo.
It's later in life knowing you could have been more. And all that's left is you, and the fear, and the tears of a possibility you allowed to die. Own your life. You have every opportunity. There's no excuse not to be the hardest working person in the room. What would have to happen this week for you to look back on this week with pride? Maybe stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 6 in the morning, and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. That's what when you've got
10. Wakanda forever, yo.
That's not someday. That's today. The path of the person who's waiting for
We won our first item, guys.
excuses.
Hey, Abby. Hey, Travis, Fred. How y'all doing? We won our first item.
Which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or crying about it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Everyone else was cheering you on.
Let's do this, guys.
In the right place.
Let's do this.
It means you're just
Let's win our second item.
And that's not where you want to be.
10 more to
I
go.
would say, ask her out, no matter who she is. Whether she's a job or a new city or an actual person. Whether she's an opportunity or a fear. Whatever she is, ask her out. Don't wait for someday, because someday she'll be gone. Someday someone else will
I'm
ask
supposed to be having to wait.
Someday the
Where's my
opportunity
wait?
will close.
I'm gonna wait.
And you'll be standing there with your someday and nothing else. There is a way to do more, to get more, to attain more. But I personally don't want to lose all that I've been able to get, so I need to make sure that I do everything to keep it. So, I can't be content. You know, we're all writing a book. What's your book look like? Your life is a book. You got a bunch of chapters in your book. But when they read that book, how good was the book? Is every chapter just you saying someday? Is every page just you waiting? Or did you actually do something? You know, there'll be times where you succeed, and there'll be times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. You just put one foot in front of the other. You control what
Wakanda forever, yo.
And then you see what the outcome
2.
is. If you win,
Wakanda forever,
you
yo.
have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks. But you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all
Wakanda
over again.
forever, yo.
So, it's really pointless to sit here and debate or have doubt
Let's get the
or
4.
worry about someday.
4.
You train as hard as you can and you step out there. And let it
Wakanda
go.
forever, yo.
What is that thing that you wanted to accomplish? That thing you wanted to accomplish? That thing that has been sitting in your mind? That thing that you think you have some passion about? That thing that you want to take a crack at? That
Wakanda
thing
forever, yo.
crosshairs? That thing you're thinking about? That
6.
thing you say you want to
7.
accomplish? You
6.
say you think you're going to be good at it. You think you can do something.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Thing. You say one day. You say
7.
you'll do it one day.
Let's get the 7,
This
guys.
is day one.
Yeah. 7. Wakanda forever, yo.
That thing that you believe gets you out of bed.
8.
That thing that you run towards. That thing that you want to be.
Wakanda forever, yo.
That thing you want to accomplish. Today.
2 more to go, and we win the next
Day
hat.
one.
We win the next hat.
Day one. Why would you not go for it?
2 more to
Why
go.
would you not take a chance? At one point in time, you've got to take a chance on you. Not on
9.
on you.
Wakanda forever, yo.
I've got one life.
10.
This is it. We're in it right now.
Wakanda forever, yo.
There isn't a someday to wait for. Let's do this. What are we doing? What am I doing? What's exciting? What's fun? Stay full. It doesn't matter. There's a great old saying. The best time to plant a tree was 20
You want
years
the
ago.
second
The
item?
second best time is now.
The second item. Ooh, yeah.
Now.
The second item. Ooh, yeah.
What one great
The
thing
second
would you dare to
item.
dream that
Ooh,
you could
yeah.
not fail? If you knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that you could not fail, what one thing would you set as a goal for yourself?
What is one thing?
Because sometimes
And you knew with a
that's
shadow of doubt, you would not fail. What goal would you set for yourself?
So why are you waiting for something?
And that's how you need to know where you need to go
Why
in
are
life.
you pushing it off? What are you so
And you could do
afraid of?
anything.
75.
What goal will you set for yourself?
That's how
Because
much
you
time
can do
you're
anything.
lucky.
Always remember that.
75 years, 75 winters, 75 springs, 75 summers, and 75 falls. When you look at it like that, there's not a lot of time. There's no time for someday. Don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that take up your time and get back to what's important. Now, right now, this very
1.
second.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Someday, now.
2.
Every morning.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Say
3.
over and over to yourself.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Do it now.
4.
Whenever you have this tendency
Wakanda forever, yo.
someday, program
5.
your mind with this automatic
Wakanda forever,
do
yo.
it now. The
6.
key to overcoming this
Wakanda forever, yo.
is to
7.
develop a sense of urgency. Be the kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task. You know when it feels scary to jump? That is exactly
7.
when you jump.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Otherwise you end up staying in the same place
8.
your whole life waiting for
Wakanda
something.
forever, yo.
And that I can't.
9.
There's a saying.
Wakanda forever, yo.
When the devil
Nah, this too
calls
easy.
you,
This too easy.
then you know you're doing something wrong.
It's too easy for the final one.
I'm not done.
Too easy.
You know the devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. He's my favorite.
Too easy.
Don't you
Too easy. Too easy.
when the devil comes at you? Maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. If every time
that
someone
enough?
asks you when you're going to do it, you say someday, your entire life
Is that
is a
enough?
waiting game. And when did you have the most anxiety?
Is that
You
enough?
were waiting. So
2
your
chairs,
entire life becomes this anxiety.
a luggage.
I'm not trying to say
Is that enough?
I am just doing what I feel. My mother said trying is failing. There is no ifs or woulds or coulds or shoulds. It just is.
It's not enough.
But go out there and make something of yourself. Don't wait for someday. Do it now. Stop looking for permission to start. Stop looking for the perfect moment. Stop looking for everything to line up just right. It's never going to happen. You think you're going to get in better shape someday? You think you're going to make more money someday? You think your relationship is going to improve someday? You think you're going to get promoted someday? You think you're going to get a raise someday? You think the world is going to get better someday? Without you doing anything. It isn't. Nothing is
to it, y'all.
going to change unless you change what you're doing. Change the time when you wake up. Change what you do when you get out of bed. That's what you need to do. You have to change some things or nothing will change. So make changes and start little. Get up a little bit earlier. Get a workout done. That's what you need to do. Today, not someday. A positive place that you draw mental strength from. When life is difficult, it has to be this. I just want to be better, and I'm trying my best. That's all that there is. You want to be better. That is something to be proud of. You want to leave it all on the field of play. You want to make yourself as good as you can. You want to make the world a better place. You want to have an impact. All of these things are just positives. What really breaks my heart is how stuck people are. And there are things you can do to change your life for the better. But if you don't have hope, and you don't have this breakthrough where you have for just 1 second this
1.
insight,
Wakanda forever, yo. 2.
things did work out.
Wakanda forever, yo.
I stopped waiting for someday and I started today.
Wakanda forever, yo.
If you don't have
4.
that, most people stay
Wakanda forever, yo.
They die waiting for someday. If you are trying to battle the same boss over and over again, and you don't change what you're doing, and the boss keeps beating you, then it's not the game's fault. It's your fault. You are the problem. Someday is the problem. I was not always strong. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today. And a story I'll tell you real quick. I tried once
5. Wakanda forever, yo.
and I quit for fear.
6.
I was afraid. I left. 4 years later, I was miserable.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Stuck.
7.
I was waiting for someday to try again. You're going to lose.
Wakanda forever, yo.
You'll doubt
8.
whether it'll work. You'll stress to make it.
Wakanda forever, yo.
You won't
9.
finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years.
9.
Do it hard,
Wakanda forever, yo.
and that's okay.
10.
Anything worth doing is hard.
Wakanda forever, yo.
Doing it is. The harder it is, the greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If
If
it's
next
hard,
time you try push-ups, consider doing planks instead.
things no one
I'll
else
think
will
about it,
do
man. I'm gonna do it.
for you.
Planks next time.
But you've got to start. You can't wait for someday. Why pay the price? Why work this hard? Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why try to do it all? Why try to see it all? Why try to have it all? Why do it? Why learn it? Why study? Why put yourself out there? Why try to
We
take
won.
on this much responsibility? Why develop
The Spidey
yourself to
mask.
the full? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? Because the alternative is waiting for someday. And someday is death. Someday is the slow death of everything you could have been. I define learning as same condition, new behavior. When you go to a video game and you battle through the
Running
level,
the camera shot?
you
Yeah.
battle the boss. If you keep doing the same thing to the boss and you keep losing, then you have
We
not
won the
learned,
Spidey mask.
because you have the same condition and the same
Spidey
behavior.
forever, yo.
So for anyone who's listening to this right now, if the
You know
goal
what?
is to
I don't
get
feel
better,
done yet.
like I really want
I don't
to
feel
change your
done
life,
yet.
but you're still saying
Nah, it's
something.
not enough.
If you
It's
listen
not
to
enough.
this, and then you're in the same exact conditions as you were before, and then you do not change your behavior, you learn nothing. Using that understanding has allowed me to stop saying someday and start
13.
saying today. That's intelligence. A lot of people are like, he's
13.
so smart, but he just doesn't do it. Well then, if he doesn't change his behavior and he's in the same conditions,
Push-ups.
he's not that smart. He's just waiting for someday.
13 push-ups. Let's get it.
The more that you let go of someday and stop fearing the now, the more enjoyable you'll find life.
1.
The thing that is making you better is the thing which is making
Spidey
you
forever, yo.
better today.
2.
Not someday. Today.
Spidey forever, yo.
You have to accept.
3.
What would have to have happened in a week?
Spidey forever, yo.
Back on that week.
4.
Maybe stop breaking
Spidey
promises
forever,
to
yo.
yourself.
5.
You say I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at 6.
Spidey
When
forever,
the
yo.
option comes to hit the
6.
snooze button, don't do it.
Spidey forever, yo.
You've got for the
7.
That's action.
Spidey family, yo.
The exceptional person is one of exception, which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or feeling bad about it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering, then it means you're not in the right place. Because it means you're just like everyone else. And that's not where you want to be. You want to be the person who said today, not someday. When you were born, you were a phenomenon. You are unique. Your DNA has never occurred in the history of the universe going back billions of years.
Spidey family, yo.
Your life experiences, everything you've experienced in your early years, is unique.
Spidey family, yo.
You're one of a kind. So that is your source of power.
10.
To waste that
Spidey family, yo. Hit the sub button, guys.
What the power is,
hit the sub button. You want to see some more?
What makes you you?
It's not to say I'm not going to do no more. I'm going to do some more right now, but I'm just saying, you know, if you want to see some more workouts, you're trying to be the next Black Panther and all that, just hit the sub button if you appreciate it. We're on the road to 800. 800 subscribers, okay? 800 subscribers. And I'm having a subscriber special. I'm going to reveal some items to you guys. Wonder Man items, once I hit 8, I'm trying to do 800 in my hands. Just imagine it's got 8 with like 3 zeros in it, okay?
Sometimes it's so bad we feel like we're dying, but we can't really live until we've died to
something. Spice Oreo.
Joy in the grind. Great joy in doing it now. It totally cleanses you out of any kind of regret. It makes you grow. What I want you to consider is that every single time you say someday, you're lying to yourself.
Spice Oreo.
You told yourself that it's easier said than done. Well, it's supposed to be hard. If growing stronger and building something were easy, you'd have no reason to push yourself.
Spice Oreo.
You'd have no growth if there was no challenge. I'm answering your question.
You have no growth if there was no challenge, guys.
But in the back of my mind, all I'm thinking about is
you would have no growth if there was no challenge, guys. You would have no growth if there was no challenge.
Bringing my best today. Haunted by all the opportunities that
when you get to your destination, you'll be happy with the challenges. You'll be proud of yourself that you made it there, that you did it.
When you think they're getting ready to take
you can do anything.
Your mind is not thinking about what needs to happen right now, but thinking about someday. That's when you lose. Greatness is your recall on every single moment that you wasted waiting.
Message from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Go back and say I was here. This person was in the red shirt then. I had the chance, and I said someday. Greatness is being so aware of the time of life, the seconds that go by, and you can recall them like it was yesterday. Greatness is being able to go back there and not making that same mistake again, and being haunted by it so you never say someday again. There really are only two things that motivate you. Pleasure and pain.
11.
So if nature only gave you two things to motivate you, pleasure and pain, why would you eliminate
12.
all of them? Why would you only chase pleasure and avoid the pain of today? Most
13.
people think that life is about avoiding the pain. I'm here to tell you right now, in a very controlled way, it is about really experiencing the pain, learning from it.
I did some myself yesterday. Clap it up for Cat Curry.
Thank God. Now the only
He's going on his workout training as well. Everybody, whether it's working out, whether it's doing music, whether it's doing YouTube,
it's too scary. But you know something?
I want you to work out that muscle.
That's where winning is.
I want you to win.
Not in someday.
I want you to become the best that you can be.
One thing I would tell you, and I would tell you to get this tattooed on your arm so you never forget. Someday is a lie. Today is the truth. You ever feel like nothing good is ever going to happen to you? I don't want to just survive. You understand? Everybody starts out somewhere, and they do something or something gets done to them that changes their life. That's called their arc. Where's my arc? I hear the clock ticking. That's what the end is coming, and time waits for no one. Life goes by and it goes by quick. Don't waste those years waiting for someday. Don't waste them. Live them. Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time? It's what we do with it that makes a difference. Don't waste your life waiting for someday. Don't be mad when you're laying there in your bed and you're in the hospital and you're 70, 80, 90 years old and you're thinking, I feel like I didn't do something. Because you didn't. You didn't do it. You didn't do anything. You waited for someday and someday never came. You may have lived a decent life, but you're always going to feel empty inside. I was honest. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. And it was that day I got real with myself. Every day I came home, I called it the mirror of truth. What am I going to do today to change what I see in this mirror? Not someday. Today. Get control. Stop scrolling. Stop clicking. And start living. Today I'm no longer waiting. Today I'm going to change my path. I'm going to get on the path I want to be on. I don't care how long that road is. I'm going to see it through no matter what. Because you know what? I've been living enough years waiting for someday, and I don't want to be here anymore. A simple truth in life is things are not going to go your way. Things are not going to work out the way you planned. Things are not going to be the way that you wanted them to be. I would recommend you use what you have right now to create the life you want. So if the cards that you have dealt right now
count for 30
are
seconds.
anger and fear and disappointment, then you can either sit in those or you can turn something good out of it.
30 seconds.
You can either let life beat the strength out of you or you can let it beat it into you. It's just a decision of whether these circumstances are going to serve me or I'm going to serve them. Whatever your raw material is, a lot of people cry about what cards they're dealt, but you don't have control over those cards. You only have control of how you play the hand. And everyone just needs to move past that and stop the contest on who had it worse. You cannot take any more time for granted. You don't know how much longer you're going to be here. You can do great things. It's all just a matter of will you choose to do them today, or will you keep waiting for someday? Create a life that you can't wait to wake up to. I live that life. I literally hate to sleep. I love every minute of my life. You want to know the most consistent trait among successful people? Consistency.
I need some shoes. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need some shoes.
Successful. But if you're not consistent, you can guarantee you're not going to be successful. And you can't be consistent if you're always waiting for someday. I win every single time. And now here's my last question. Why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own spirit until finally it becomes a flame. Let's go do it now. Not someday. Now. It's like how far could you take that if you stopped wasting time waiting for someday? If you stopped lying to yourself? If you oriented yourself to the highest possible good that you could think of and you committed to that? How much good could you do? Well, I would say, why don't you find out? Everybody believes that at some point in time they're going to turn it on. Some point in time they're going to catch fire. Some point in time they're going to become what it is they want to become, just by circumstance or by fault or by breathing the air. That's not what it takes.
Made it 12.
People think they get to the end of their life and they're like, I wasted my life waiting. That's what they end up thinking. And there's really nothing worse than that. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of your life and saying, I didn't even really try. I just waited for someday. You don't have forever. So what is important to you? Because you only have 24 hours in a day. So what's important to you? Find out what that is and do more of that. Try to figure out how to make enough money so that you're not starving, so that you're doing okay. But don't just chase money. Chase what you're trying to do and do it today. Stop waiting for someday. A person's strengths are often their biggest weaknesses, and their weaknesses can be their strengths. Me, I am weak, but I don't accept that. I don't accept that I am what I am.
Made it 13 at a time. We gotta get it dirty.
I don't accept that. I'm fighting. I'm always fighting.
Gotta get it dirty.
I'm struggling and I'm scrapping, and I'm clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them. Some days I win, some days I don't. But each and every day I get back up and I move forward with my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. And I fight with everything I've got to overcome those weaknesses and those flaws. As I try to be just a little bit better today than I was yesterday. Not someday, today. Where is the wealthiest place in the world? Do you know? It's not China, it's not Dubai, it's the graveyard. Because in the graveyard you will find inventions never invented, businesses never started, songs never sung, books never written, ideas never acted on, people never realized. Why? Because they were scared to take a risk, scared like you. They waited for someday. But you want to know something else? You're not in a graveyard yet. That's the thing. Success and failure are generally slow processes.
Come on, now,
Either slowly building things up slowly
You
tearing
know I
you
can do it,
down.
man.
And that's
I'm
why
down
I
with
say
focus,
you've got to
hard
pay
work.
attention. You have to watch. You have to watch every single second. Because those seconds, they turn into minutes. And minutes turn into hours. And hours turn into days. And days turn into years. And so that second that just went by, that counted. And so did that second. And so did that one. And in those precious seconds, you were either building or you were decaying. You were either gaining ground or you were losing ground in that second. And in every second counts. So make every second count. Don't wait for someday to start counting them. If somebody ever told you that you only live once, they're wrong. You only die once. You live every day. Get up and get it. Helen Keller was once asked what on earth would be worse than being born blind. She said it would be so much worse to be born with sight but no vision. Why can't we have everything we want? Why can't we solve every problem? Why can't we do everything we dream of? Why do we act like we have to wait? Why do we think someday will be better than today? The earth is already here. We can have everything right here, right now. Just a shift in mindset. Why not? Life tests you. It tests you to see how much you can take before you say, let's just be finished with this. It wants to show you something.
13.
It wants to see how
14,
much you can take.
15.
How much you can
16.
handle of life. You say you love life. You want to live life. I'm going to show you life. Life is beautiful. But you have to accept the good and the bad as being beautiful. We lose sometimes. Life is hard sometimes. But life is beautiful because life gives us the ability to choose. And every day you choose. Today or someday. Now or never. Action or waiting. It never
We
was
can do it
easy.
for 30 seconds.
It isn't now.
I'm not ending until I do this for 30 seconds.
Do not fall into the trap. The
Okay,
entitled feeling like you're
okay, how
nothing.
many?
You are not. Get over it and get on
For
with it.
this.
And yes, most things are more rewarding when you
We're gonna do
break a
this till we
sweat to
hit
get them.
30 seconds.
Best advice I ever received. A man told me once, look at everybody. They're all going to read just a few books and learn a few quotes, a few titles, a few stories to tell from the books they read. And once they make some money, they're going to slow down. He said, if you keep improving when everybody else stops, eventually none of these people will be your competition. And he was absolutely right. So I came back. I took growth to a whole different level based on what he told me. And it became a way of life. And I noticed, you know what? He was right. You can't drive your car looking in the rearview mirror. You can't. If you keep looking in the rearview mirror, you're going to keep crashing your car. There's a reason why the rearview mirror is this big and the windshield is this big. All the rearview mirror does is allow you to see what you've passed and to prevent what you passed from coming up on you again. That's all the rearview mirror is for. The windshield is your future. It's where you're going. It's where you're headed. Stop looking back at someday you were supposed to start. Look forward at today you're going to start. When you wake up in the morning,
30
don't think
seconds!
about anything. Don't sit there and start thinking and making excuses. Just get up and do what you're supposed to do. Just turn off your brain and go and do it. And just don't think. Because when you
Let's do
start
it
thinking,
again.
you start
30
making
seconds.
things up. You start thinking about comfort and all those things that you could be doing instead. Whatever. So I just stop all that. Just get up and just do what you're supposed to do from a day-to-day basis. I mean, you know the fact that I've got people who aren't here anymore. People that don't get to live their lives anymore. And I want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of every minute
Count
and
it
every
forever,
second that
yo.
I have. Living a life that if they're watching me right now, they're thinking, all right, good.
Peace, light, stars. Stay tuned for next one.
He's not waiting for someday. He's doing it today. You got to put your past behind you. Look,
Wakanda
bad
forever,
things
yo.
happen, and you can't do anything about
And
it. Right?
Spider-Man forever,
Right.
yo.
Wrong.
Thanks for
When
watching.
the world
Like and
turns its
subscribe.
back on